guy is too afraid to even sit on the panel for Southern Charm, opposite of Summer House. Okay, Denise Richards talks about Rinna. This is my 90s fantasy. They say, is there any housewife that you've ever had to come up against or have worked with that is more difficult than your divorce to Charlie? And Denise says, listen, I gotta be honest. My divorce from Charlie was so difficult, which again, you guys, it really was much worse than Aaron. It really was. For anyone that's of a certain age, I mean, Charlie and Denise were on like the tabloids before. It was like Shannon Doherty and Charlie. And I mean, this divorce was a thing, honeys, my darlings. Denise is royalty, and she's like, my divorce from Charlie was so difficult. You guys have no idea. She's like, it was so difficult. I swore that I would never want to get divorced again. And yet here I am. So she made a joke out of it, which was really funny. And then she said, so like, I mean, you know, really, no, there's no housewife. It was such a difficult divorce. But wait, there's Rinna. She shaded Rinna in such a good way, saying that nothing is worse than her divorce from Charlie, except because the person said, is there any housewife you worked with that was more difficult than Charlie Sheen? And she said, Rinna, I love it. My 90s self is so satisfied right now. Carl and Venita went on a date and they want to go on another date. West from Summer House said he thinks Ariana Bierman from our good friends at Next Gen. They should really have Next Gen go to one of the Hamptons parties at the Summer House, right? Isn't crossovers what we're doing? The problem is Next Gen is filming now. And so I doubt they're going to be at the Summer House. They're not going to be on in the city, but I would love to see them in the Summer House. But West has his eye on Ariana. I think Ariana Bierman is absolutely gorgeous. Too bad, buddy. She says she's single and the happiest she's been in her whole life. Tom Sandoval, my friend. I like Sandy. I think he's fun and harmless. He said that he was booed, or not. He said, we saw it. He was booed when he said, no, I'd be open to joining the Valley. Boo. They don't want you at the Valley, Tom Sandoval. They don't want you there, dude. Sorry, it's not me. It's everybody else. So there ya go. Speaking of being booed, Brittany Bateman. Brittany Bateman said she had the little unicorn with her. I love a stuffy. When she mentioned Jared's name, people booed. People booed. They booed. They booed. They booed. People were not into Jared. Also, we had Slade. Slade was bopping around and taking pictures. Guys, the mothers, the husbands, no plus one gets paid to go to BravoCon. So Slade didn't get paid. Matt, whoever else went, the husbands, they didn't get paid. But someone said online, which I thought was a very valid point. He's too afraid to show up for the reunion to face everyone because everyone knows you were involved probably in liking all this shit. But yet you're bopping around BravoCon taking pictures with people. And let's be honest, people wanting to take pictures with you doesn't mean that they like you. It just means they want their own social media moment of having a picture with quote unquote Slade Smiley. Drew, my girl Drew, she is my favorite part of RHOA. Let me be clear. Kenya is my favorite part. Candy's probably my second favorite part. But I'm talking about the people that are actually there. Portia's a no for me. Kelly's a no for me. I like Angela. Uh, Drew's my favorite. There you go. Drew has confirmed my boy Ralph is still in the basement. Let me tell you something about Ralph. If you want to get out of that basement, I'm in my New York apartment. Look it's behind me for everyone watching on YouTube. Doesn't this look like a nice place to be? Ralph, if you don't want that basement, baby, I got a New York City apartment when I'm here. I mean, you can't stay here when I'm not here. When I'm here, you could stay here anytime. Girl, you can come and go as you please, Ralphie. Ralph, it's only, yeah, okay. Anyway, Kristen Doute, the Dotesta, one of my favorites, KD. She slammed and shaded Janet. She's still calling Janet a fan. You gotta love this. You gotta love this. You gotta love this. You gotta love this. KD knows what she's doing, and she's calling Janet a fan. Janet's let us know if you didn't like me in season one and you didn't like me in season two, you're not gonna like me in season three. I mean, I'm myself, I'm the same Janet. KD had another message for Janet when she was asked who are the next people that are gonna break up. She said, Janet and Jason. Ooh, is KD right? Stay tuned. Mary was on a panel with Tom Schwartz, and Tom Schwartz said he was starstruck. He was with Mary from Salt Lake. Mary did a panel, did an interview afterwards, and they said, "Hey, you got a new buddy over there. You were just on the panel with the Vanderpump guy or whatever." And she's like, "Yeah, I just did a panel with Tom Schatz or Tom." She did not call him Tom Schwartz. She said Tom Schatz or Tom Shaz. She doesn't even know his name. I love it. Tom Schwartz is here, so enamored and starstruck by the one, the only Mary Cosby. Now she's having a little bit of a problem, you guys, over there at the church. Ooh, girlfriend, let's not get into that now. We're gonna have a whole what do we call it? We're gonna have a whole special on TLC about that. But he was so enamored with her. Mary Cosby couldn't even remember Tom Schwartz's name. I love it. EJ and Dorit squashing the beef with Luann is possibly the most awkward thing I have ever seen in my life. It was so awkward to me. It really was. You know what the problem is knowing Luann? She likes to keep it above board. Class with the Countess is a real thing. So I think when Luann is sitting there, she doesn't go low, and there's no shade to that. By the way, someone said to me the other day, I had such a great idea. They were in my DMs. I think Luann should host Love Hotel. That is not your idea, okay? I'm going to copyright that. I've been talking about that on this very show, Rewind the Tape, for days and months. I have been saying since the first season, what was that, 9 months ago, that Luann should host Love Hotel. We know it's coming back. It's Sonia and Heather Gay. Do we and Portia? Do we have a do we have a host for that yet? I actually think it's gonna be Luann. I do. And I mean, bravo. Thank you, because I gave you the idea. I think it's going to be Luann. Kim has said the Kim Zolciak. Is there any other Kim in Housewives? Oh, Richards, sorry. The Kim. I love Kim Richards. Kim Zolciak said the final straw with Croy is that he cheated on her. Ariana was very shocked. She was standing right there. Ariana Barium. See, here's the problem with Kim Zolciak. She just makes shit up too. You know what I mean? So the thing is, this is, I guess, a shocker, but at the same time, I don't know if I believe Kim. I just don't. She said he looked at me after he cheated and said, if you leave, that's it. I'm going to ruin your life, and I'm going to ruin Brielle's life, and I'm going to ruin Ariana's life, and I'm going to spend night and day trying to like just trash all three of you in the press. And Kim said, mission accomplished. You did it, buddy.